I was going to show the 91. This is the trophy, the Ryder Cup trophy from 91. This is what you get. So each player gets their own.
Yes, that crystal bowl. That's not the Ryder Cup itself. The Ryder Cup, we have a smaller version, a replica of the actual cup, and then we got that as well. And it's, they're very unique items. And
Whoops.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're here. Okay. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. And just very unique items. This stuff. The only thing I've really kept from my career is my Ryder Cup golf bags and the small replica of the Ryder Cup, because of lack of space more than anything. I used to have, like I said, I used to have a lot of this stuff displayed. It was most the Ryder Cup stuff. I didn't care about the individual stuff that much, but and again, we ran out of space.
What? That's a really interesting thing that you said, that you didn't care about the individual winnings of your tours very much, as opposed to the Ryder's Cup. Is that because of the camaraderie, because of all the other talent that you're, matched with, or what makes that so special?
Being part of a team, getting back to representing your country, and not very many people ever play in a Ryder Cup. And
right. Where do you play, actually? Is it change every year? Sorry, I don't know that.
Yes, it's the event takes place every other year, and it's they alternate between the United States and Europe.
And wow. 91 was in Hawaii, right?
Or 91 was in Kiawah Island, in South Carolina. Sorry. Yeah, sounds like Kiawah looks like Hawaii.
It sounds like it would be, actually. Yeah. And then the other one was where? Was
in Brookline, Massachusetts.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
The only disappointing thing for me about Ryder Cup is I never got to play in Europe. I would have loved to have done that.
I know, that sounds like so much fun. Well, would you ever attend? Are you able to go and just attend and watch?
I would now. I pretty much stopped playing full. I stopped playing full time this year. Uh-huh. So yes, that's an event I would go to. I've only been to one. I went to one in Oakland Hills in Detroit. Okay. I don't know when that was, 10, 15 years ago. And yeah, it was fun to be back. And now I'm not playing. I'm not playing very much. And yeah, I would make the time to go do that.
Well, and you just said that it was really good to be back, and you got Comeback Player of the Year in 1999. And I hear there's a story about that. What's that story?
I don't think I want to relay that one.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I mean, the story. I mean, sorry, back up. In 96, I got in a really bad car accident. And I was out for a full year, played in 97, played poorly, was still hurt, played in 98, and started to play better. And then things came together in 99. So
very cool.
Perseverance.
Yeah. And
definitely.
Because after that accident, it was bad, and I didn't know if I'd ever play again.
Yeah, I'm sure that takes you to it's a tough place to be at, especially if you've known it your whole life, and that's right. What.
Yeah, and I was 96. I was 35 years old. It's not like I was not like I was at the end of my career.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That was a lot of. Well, I'm glad that you worked through that mentally and emotionally, because that's hard to do. So you kept it up. So good way to go.
Definitely, yeah.
I do have a question. As I love to play golf myself, actually, and I want to know your favorite courses.
I would say Southern California, which is where I grew up, would be Riviera in the Los Angeles area, Torrey Pines in San Diego. Besides being a beautiful place, I won twice there, so it kind of sticks out. Shinnecock Hills on Long Island, I think it's unbelievable, and I loved playing the British Open. It was it was one of my favorite tournaments to play on. I love the courses over there: Carnoustie, St. Andrews, Turnberry. I mean, pretty much all of them. I just really enjoyed playing over there, which is unusual because I hate being cold. I'm a complete wimp, but over there somehow it fits.
Hence why you moved to Florida. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Right.
never,
I got tired of the Southern California winters. They're just too brutal.
nice.
That's really hilarious.
What's the toughest course though? What was the course that gave you the most trouble?
Oh man. Well, the year I played Carnoustie, it was the hardest golf course I'd ever played because of the setup. I don't remember what year that was. It was one of the British Opens. The way they had it set up, that was the hardest golf course I'd ever seen. Still is. Yeah. So, I mean, just inherently difficult by the golf course. Spyglass is brutal. But again, when tournament time comes around, it just depends what they do with the setup of it. Yeah, it's not a tough thing to do to make a golf course difficult. You know, by growing rough and drying out the greens, and that's not a difficult thing to do. But Spyglass is just inherently difficult.
And you've designed some courses, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping to stay busy with.
Yay.
Now, I enjoy that more than playing at this point in life.
Where have you designed?
Well, I was involved in one new project in the Central Coast of California, Napomo. It's between Santa Maria and San Luis Obispo. Did quite a bit of work. Did some work in Japan. A lot of everything else has been remodels. Quite a bit of work in Japan. We were doing some work in Dallas for a while. We've done a bunch of work in Southern California, also Southern and Northern California, and we got a project in Oregon right now.
Oh, that's pretty amazing. Now, when you're planning these like courses, what do you make sure to have so many be so difficult, or like what do you kind of look for? What's your structure?
No, we're not, unless the client really wants it difficult, there's no point in building that. It's supposed to be fun on some level. You don't want to beat everybody up all day, every day. I mean, I know what I like to play, which is generally more forgiving off the tee, and it gets more difficult as you get closer to the green. I mean, nobody likes to lose a bunch of golf balls. People pay $200 to play golf. They'll spend $80 for a shirt with a logo on it. They'll spend $50 for lunch and beers, but they're mad if they lose $25 worth of golf balls.
It's frustrating.
Yeah. So I kind of go with that.
That's good. Yeah, there you go. That's a rule of thumb. You just want to make everyone happy and enjoy it, and want to come back and be like, I still went home a winner because I still got my balls.
Yeah. So, if somebody can play somewhere once and remember most of the holes, you've done a pretty good job.
Yeah,
if they're twice and can remember all the holes, you've done your job.
That's good. Well, that's awesome. I love that you've like found that as something new to do. I think that's really amazing. And all those courses are really fortunate to have a pro like you that's already played so much around the world to have all this experience too.
Well, that's what I keep telling them. I don't know if they believe me, but
I'll go tell them for you.
Okay, good.
Amazing.
I wanted to show one more thing, Steve, and then maybe we can wrap up. But this is your jacket from the '99 Ryder Cup, and I want people to really take in the names on this jacket. I mean, this is so impressive to be a part of this team. I mean, Tiger Woods is on there. You've got Phil Mickelson. You're on there. Jim Furyk. David Duval. I mean, like, these are some incredible golf names. Payne Stewart, incredible golf names on there. I think that's such a cool item, and really a good example of, like, what you were saying about being a part of a team like that. Like, that's so impressive. I think.
Right, that item's really unique. That was Ben and Julie Crenshaw's idea. That wasn't the PGA of America. That was our captain.
That's cool.
Came up with that, and that's a really special item. Yeah. That I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, and this is the front of it. There's with the Ryder Cup logo.
Right.
That's really neat.
Yeah, from the front, yeah, it's a neat it's a nice rain jacket with the Ryder Cup logo. From the back, yeah, that's a unique piece.
And so the members of the team are the ones that got those.
Yes, that was it. Yes.
Very cool.
That was just you just said the team captain like created that. That's not even something that's usually done.
Not that I'm aware of. It wasn't done the other time I played, and I'm not aware. I don't think that was done anywhere else.
That's pretty special.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It is. And again, that's not something I'm going to go out. If it starts raining, I go, gee, I'll go put that on and walk around.
Yeah, right.
And no, it's not going to happen.
Exactly. Right. You're not going to use it for what it's made for, but no, that's a really amazing, all those names are really impressive, especially to be all together. And are all the guys, did you guys stay in touch? You guys like friends? Did that really like make a camaraderie between all of you?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Every time, the two teams I've been on, even guys I wouldn't say, we're close friends. It's a common bond that just never goes away. Yeah, obviously, some guys on the team we're all better friends with some than others, but there's a bond between everybody that never goes away.
Yeah, and it's all stitched in the same spot.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask about playing with Tiger. I mean, obviously everyone in the golf world knows about Tiger Woods. What was he, like 25 at that time? I mean, he was pretty young.
Let's see, that was 99. So he was 22 years ago. Yeah, 24, 25.
Yeah. What was that like?
That was great. I mean, at the time, that's when he was way better than everybody else in the world. So, and we had he wanted to play with somebody who would talk, could have a conversation with him during a round. And he and I met him when he was maybe 21. He played at my brother's club in Santa Barbara. He was dating a girl who went to UC Santa Barbara at the time. And he would come to Santa Barbara and hang out and play at my brother's club. And that's how I met him. So we had a little bit of a relationship beforehand anyway. And, we were comfortable playing together.
I mean, he's a guy that it just seems like when you mention the word, competitor, he's one of the names that comes into your mind. I mean, he's just like such an intense guy. Was he like that outside of the golf day? I mean, was he just always on, or was he kind of just there for the 18 holes and that was it?
No, he was always on. He was really into the whole competition. Yeah, no, it meant every bit as much to him as it did anybody else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think somebody who was that good and had so much individual success may not care about a team event, and not true. He doesn't ever want to lose anything. He took that.
Now, what did you teach him? I'm sure you taught him something, Steve.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I did. No, it's funny when I first met him, we were playing. It's funny you say that. He was very curious because when I first met him, I was coming back from that really bad car accident. He was just starting out, and he was amazing to watch because not only me, but anybody who had been on tour for a while, if they had time, he would ask questions. Yeah, he didn't think he knew it. He knew he didn't know everything. He would ask questions. He was really curious, which was neat to see because not everybody like that. And usually the ones with a lot of talent that are curious really go a long way.
Interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah, you got to keep curious. I mean, if you act like you know everything, then you're going to hit a brick wall, right? You're not going to ever expand.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got some experience with that when I was playing my late 40s. And plus playing, it was nationwide tour at the time, now Korn Ferry. It's just trying to stay sharp till I turned 50. And usually playing with kids that are 22, 23, 24. And you could tell some of them were curious and some of them thought they knew everything there was to know. Kind of fun. The ones that were curious would all, call me and say, "Grandpa, let's go play a practice round." I said, "Okay." I enjoy it. I really did enjoy it.
I feel like if you have like this curiosity, I mean, I feel like this goes for life too, not just golf. Like if you have a curiosity about something and you keep diving deeper into it, like number one, you're going to get better by default just because you're going to know more about the game or more about the situation that you're in. But it also just, it just keeps you connected to what you're doing. That's I feel like that's the number one rule of even life is just like stay curious. Like you can't, if you're not learning, then you're not really living.
If you have a day you don't learn anything, you're probably dead.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Definitely not playing golf.
Steve, do you watch golf now? I mean, are you still paying attention to the game? Still watching it regularly, or you checked out a bit? Or
no, I make a point to watch the Masters and the British Open.
okay.
Other than that, I flip around between PGA Tour, Senior Tour, and Ladies Tour. I like them all. I don't follow any of them religiously, but game on each tour is played a little bit differently, and it's fun. I enjoy watching it.
Is there a player out right now that you're like interested in? You like? You're a fan of?
The two guys I kind of follow the most are Colin Morikawa and Xander Schauffele. You know, other than I don't really watch to see players like the competition or if it's a certain tournament. You know, or if a friend of mine's leading a tournament on the Champions Tour alternative.
Right.
But no, it's more about the competition than anything else.
But you're not going to any tournaments in person. You're just watching on TV.
Yeah, no. I don't like it.
For the next Ryder Cup, we got to go.
Yeah, I do have to go to that. I need to make a point to go to that.
There you go.
It'd be pretty special if you did.
Yeah. The two events I need to go to are the Ryder Cup and the U.S. Open tennis.
There you go.
Yeah. So I've been watching a lot of the U.S. Open tennis on this week.
I was like, it's like we're on right now, right? Serena.
And Tiafoe just won. Yes.
He's like, I know. Ask me. I've been watching.
Well, it's on over there. It's on across the room.
Oh, there you go. Give us a play-by-play.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, we want to be respectful of your time, and I just want to say thank you very much for joining us. It's been great. Hearing your stories, hearing everything that you've done in your career, and all the highlights. I think it's been awesome. Thank you very much for joining us.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Nikki.
Yeah, it's good to see you.